Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today let's discuss how we can get the response back to Power Apps with the help of Power Automate. So as we all are aware, we get this requirement very oftenly in Power Apps development projects. Like on submit of a button or on click of a button, we want to get several set of responses from the Power App, right? So that has to be fetched with the help of Power Automate. Generally how we do it is, if you are all are aware, we generally add a respond back to Power Apps action in Power Automate to get a kind of text input or a number field generally. So what if I tell you I have a requirement where I need to fetch several set of records? For example, in Power Automate I am using a get items and I want to fetch all the output whatever the get items action is resulting for me, all the set of records or array of items. I want it to be fetched in the Power Apps application whenever we are developing a application. So in such cases, how we can overcome this specific scenario or what action to be performed, we can go through it right now. So as you can see my screen, this is one of my test application. Okay, here let me insert one a button over here. So this button will act as a submission part of mine or a trigger point for Power Automate. Okay, so I'll say submit, and here, like we generally do, I'll create one of the Power Automate. Okay, just taking some time. I'll open up here itself, instant cloud flow, and I'll choose when Power Apps calls a flow, and I'll name it as respond and array to Power Apps. Okay, and in the application, I'll just close it. Anyways, this also got open. I'll switch back to the old designer. Now here, I'll add an action of get items from SharePoint. Okay, so my site address will be the one which I'm generally using, that is knowledge base, and list name I'll provide it as employee details. Okay, I'll just increase the throttle of this so that it's perform faster. Okay, now I'll say response. So this is a action which will result the array of records or the record of items back to Power Apps. So in the body, I'll just say value list of items, which is this one. Okay, and I'll save this. Okay, just saved. I'll go back to my Power Apps, and here I'll just refresh all my flows for me to select that event driven Power Automate. My Power Automate is here. It will take some time to add it. Okay, since it's added, now I'll just call the Power Automate. I'll just type the name of it. Respond. Okay, I'll say dot run and I'll close the run. Since I'm not expecting or not providing any inputs to the Power Automate, I'll just keep it empty for now. You'll see the parameters going further. Okay, now I'll save this and I'll also insert a gallery for you to show how I can fetch the items. I'll add a vertical gallery. Okay, and won't provide any data source for now. I'll just add it over here. Mhm. Now I will play this and trigger the Power Automate. Okay, so I've clicked on this. Now I'll go to my Power Automate. I'll just go back to see whether it's been triggered or not. So it's running. Since I have 5,000 records, it's taking time to run. Or else let me do one thing. I'll just reduce this time. Let's make the top count as 100 itself instead of 5,000 records. I will see the top count as 100 and I'll save this. Okay, I'll just refresh my flow here. Okay, now again I'll play this and click on the submit button and I'll check my flow now. So get items is an action where which fetches all the records from the SharePoint list which we have provided. It's starting to fetch all the 100 items. Okay, my flow has ran successfully. Now the important step is we need to configure the response, this specific response for us to fetch the records properly into the Power App. Okay, how we can do that is we can expand this previous action which we are providing to the response. Okay, and if you see the response also, it will have the same. Okay, we can just click to download here, open the JSON output, whatever the action is resulting for us. Okay, the JSON output is right here. So what we can do is we can copy this entire JSON. You can copy this entirely and just go back to the flow, edit this, and open the response. Here, expand the show advanced option. Here it will ask you to provide the JSON schema. Okay. First you click on generate from sample. Okay. Whatever we have copied, just paste it in the sample payload and just say done. It will automatically generate a schema for you. So when you copy the JSON and add it to the generate from sample, it will generate your sample schema for you. So what the schema is basically, this schema will differentiate what kind of columns we planning to fetch from the Power Automate and going to supply it to Power Apps. Okay. So this kind of schema it generated for me and I'm going to save after this. That means our schema is defined for a response. So let this flow saved and I'll go back to the Power Apps, and into the Power Apps I'll go to the flow and here I'll refresh it back. Okay, so my flow is refreshed now, and what extra thing I'm doing here right now is I'm adding a clear collect function to initialize a collection that says call response. And what I'm doing is I'm just providing the run of the parameter which we are doing initially, right? So directly we can clear collect whatever the output we are generating from this specific parameter to get collected into a collection. Okay, and in the gallery which we have added, I am changing the items property to our call response collection which we are just creating in the submit button. Now I'll play this. I'll click on the submit button since I've already refreshed my Power Automate. So as you can see, it is already ran. Okay. And if I click on this button, I will double click on the response, call response. And if you can see, we were able to see all the 100 items from the SharePoint list, right? So now we have all the data from SharePoint list into the Power Apps. Now, going further, we can configure our gallery. So if you can expand this gallery, you see something is breaking because earlier it was a sample collection name, right? So I can change this title to this item dot any column present in my SharePoint. If you can see here, country is there. So country will come up from the SharePoint, and I'll go to subtitle. From this to I can change the date or age or gender, anything as per my need. It's not visible just because the coloring issue. I'll just turn it back to white. Okay, so with this, what we have achieved, we have fetched all the items present in our Power Automate data source, like the SharePoint list which we are connecting. Whatever we are fetching from that specific action, we have pushed it back to the Power Apps, and we are able to see it over here, and we can play around according to our requirements. And if I'll just show you the recent run which I just triggered. If I go back, so if you can see, it's 1 minute ago which I just triggered, and it has run successfully. So if you see, the response has given me all the details which we have fetched in the form of JSON, correct? And we are able to display it back to the Power Apps with just one button trigger. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please do subscribe to my channel and keep following. Thank you.